The story. School tiffins. Office lunch packs. Picnic baskets. All of this has one thing in common: plastic Tupperware boxes. Okay, maybe not so much in India because people love their stainless steel dabbas. But, globally, Tupperware has been a mainstay of every household when it came to packing and storing all kinds of foods. But things aren't looking good for the 77-year-old company. The stock price has crashed by a staggering 90% in the past year. And it needs cash to survive. Urgently. Now, before we get into what went wrong with Tupperware, let's rewind a bit. To the 1930s. A chemist called Earl Tupper, Tupper, who worked at a plastic manufacturing company, had discovered he was allowed to take scrap materials from work. He could tinker with them in the comfort of his home. Now Tupper was an inventor at heart and wanted to create better plastic. He figured out that if he used polyethylene, which is a byproduct from refining crude oil refinement, and applied the right pressure and temperature, the outcome was quite spectacular. He'd get plastic that was strong and translucent. It would be perfect for making all sorts of containers. But the battle wasn't over. He still needed the right kind of lid. He wanted to do away with the tin foils that most households used back then as makeshift lids. He knew he had to create one that would be airtight and protect the contents from spilling. That's when he found inspiration in the lids of paint cans. He felt he could do the same thing with polyethylene. And he did. He created a lid with a seal that would simply snap over the container. He patented it. And in 1946, Tupperware was born. But having these wonderful containers alone wasn't enough. People needed to be sold on why it was so great. And that's when the legendary salesperson Brownie Wise came in. She understood that people needed to see the miracle of Tupperware to really believe it. So she began organizing these Tupperware parties. She'd invite a bunch of women home and demonstrate its strength by filling containers with liquid and then flinging them across the living room. It was mighty impressive. And soon Tupperware parties were all the rage. The sales strategy to grow the business was simple: if a friend recommends a product, it's more persuasive than an advertisement from a company. Just that these friends sold these boxes at group parties. It wasn't a one-on-one sales pitch. If you think about it, Tupperware salespeople were in a way like today's influencers. People hung on to their every word. And it wasn't a capital guzzling business either. It didn't have to set up stores across the world. It could rely on people storing products in their homes. And prospective buyers could just hop over to the house to pick up a product. The tribe kept growing. Sales consultants roped in other friends to sell Tupperware, and the network grew. It was multi-level marketing at its finest. And it wasn't touted simply as a way to make money. The pitch was financial independence for women. As the daughter of one of these Tupperware sale folks put it, Tupperware. Took those moms out of the kitchen where they were supposed to be and let them enter the workforce, and let them have something outside the home. Its impact on American culture was massive. It even found its way into the fabled Smithsonian Museum as part of its collection on American history. And over time, Tupperware diversified its business. It created plastic water battles. It made microwavable grills.